Look, footprints! We can track them, we can be like true hunters! Take them all! Take all of the unusually large wolf pelts, stick them in our inventory, and eventually, one fine day, we may find a tailor who can start making things out of them, and we'll just sell whatever we don't need after that. There we go! The mission has been completed. Himmelsdorf once again has been saved. With the battle over, the men start collecting the pelts to take back to Raben the Treasurer, our employer. Let's be done with this. Raben the Treasurer welcomes your return with a goblet of wine. Drink up, Beast Slayer! You're curious as to how he already knows of your success. He waves off your curiosity. I've many eyes in this land. Not spies, of course, but the common folk has a big mouth. I should know, I am one. You did well on this one, Sellsword, so have a sip. It's a mighty fine wine. It's alright. Oh, the wine. The wine is alright. Obviously, we're connoisseurs of the wine. The wine is alright. It's not up to some of the fine vintages that we have in our own supply, but it does the job nonetheless. The reward of 1,280 crowns you walk out with is far better, though. Raben the Treasurer stops you. Just so you know, mercenary, these beasts killed some good men and women out there. Those people might be scared of you, being the sellsword that you are, but they are eternally grateful all the same. You weigh the crowns. Quite grateful, yes. And a successful hunt. I like Himmelsdorf. We're going to keep coming back and saving the peoples of Himmelsdorf. They're very gracious in their being saved by us. And of course, I mean, they're just nice. Should we reward the boys with another drink at the tavern? There we go. Herman the Bone Hero has gotten drunk. Oh, of course he has. We were tempting fate there, obviously. The patrons also talking about this and that. Tell your men to keep their mitts off the innkeeper's daughter. The last lover boy who tried something had his nose cut right off. Well, I'd like to see someone try and cut the nose off one of my men. Fine. A beautiful visit to the tavern there. I'm sure a good time was had by everyone. Shall we now, check now that we've got a bit more supplies? We're going to venture into the north through the mist-shrouded land. It's going to be a mighty quest, an adventure into uncharted territory. We're not going to buy dyes and take them up with us because I don't think we'll get a very good deal for it. We will buy some more wine to keep the boys happy, even though the wine of Himmelsdorf is not, the best wine in all of the universe. We've got 10 days worth of money. We've got 8 days worth of provisions. We've got plenty of tools. We've got plenty of ammo, and we've got a decent amount of medical supplies as well. We could possibly buy more medical supplies. Okay, we'll buy one set of medical supplies just because we can. Just because we can. Very good. That's all we need. Let's leave. Let us leave the marketplace, and indeed, let us leave Himmelsdorf grateful for the chance to save these people once again. But now, we're going to go on a quest, a mighty adventure into the north, around the mountains rather than through them, to explore the mist-shrouded lands of the west, the northwest, as it were. I mean, the coast is up here somewhere, so it's probably not that obscure, but wolves abroad. Of course there are wolves abroad. I mean, Himmelsdorf is like the center for direwolf activity in all of the world. We also apparently chose to just climb up some hills and minor mountains. We'll go around the forest because I think we'll be able to see a little bit more then. We should still get a decent amount of exploration. Marching on into the new day. How's it going? Oh, look, there are more direwolves. Just 2 direwolves, though. I mean, we could kill them speculatively to prevent them from becoming a problem for the people here. We could also get some more pelts. But frankly, look, it's the Glaucius Domain. The Glaucius Domain. What is in the Glaucius Domain? Should we keep following these direwolves? See where they're going. You know what? I think this reaches the edge. The edge of the world. It's the edge of the world. What? Oh? Hello? It is the edge of the world. We can go no further. We can go no further. Well, we've chased the direwolves to the edge of the world, so we might as well take them out, right? Engage them! This will only be very quick. Here they come, 2 direwolves. We'll just speculatively, like I say, get rid of them so that the poor people of Himmelsdorf don't have any problem with them. We're not even going to use any ammo, look. It is as nothing. Taking out a couple of direwolves, it's basically just like a bit of practice. It's just to keep the boys in good fitness, you know? It's like a training exercise. Jonas with his legendary Axe of Arnold. We're not going to risk Jaws again because there's just no need. In comes Herman with his legendary Winged Mace. Tries to stun, but does not successfully achieve the stun blow. The wolves have a little nibble at Radolf's armor and have a little nibble at Jonas, but I don't think even managed to get a hold of him. He's just too wily for them. We'll skip over the archers. You're being punished for the fact that you were rubbish before. Erlen of Schmor stabs the direwolf full on in its fur. Hans has another little jab. Kurt of Old finishes, does not finish the job. Come on, somebody's got to finish the job here. Radolf of Tamara, finish the job and deal with this direwolf. Down he goes. Good work, man. Good work. That's what we like to see. Erhard of Old has a little chop at his direwolf, who is now near death. Otto the Octopi comes up because he thinks he might somehow get a chance. Somehow! But no, of course he won't, because the legendary Woodcutter's Axe of Arnold has smelled wolf blood once again. And down it comes, biting deep into the wolf's hide. Good. A little bit of XP, which isn't too bad. Well, we've got to do Radolf of Tamara's level up there, haven't we? Let's do that now. Let's do that right now, out here, as we are in the far wilderness. Radolf of Tamara, what are you doing? You're going down the utility tree, so we'll continue. Oh, you've actually got a shield, so maybe you could be like Taunt. Unlocks the Taunt skill, which increases the chance for opponents to take offensive action instead of defensive ones, and to attack this character over another. So we could try sort of build Radolf up as a bit of a tank. Hit points aren't like the highest of any, like Otto would be a fantastic tank. Unfortunately, he's also an offense, and has unlocked the second tier of offense, so he's going to continue going down that road. I think as Radolf is the only shield user currently going down the utility tree, it makes sense to do that. Or Shield Bash. Also inflicts 10 to 25 points of damage and 10 fatigue in addition to its normal effect, and costs 10 fatigue less to use. Should we go with a shield? Let's go with a Shield Bash. That kind of synergizes a little bit with the spear, although we've never quite managed to make it work. You can Shield Bash back and then put up the spear wall to kind of like hold the line. Hold the line! Nobody gets through no matter what. Good, alright, let's go with a +3 to melee skill. Whilst we've got it there, we'll take a +4 to hit points. I think +2 to maximum fatigue is arguably slightly more preferable, especially if we're going to be doing a lot of shield bashing and things, than upping the melee defense again. There we go, Radolf of Tamara. Looking fine and leveled up indeed. Let's continue to explore the mists here, because we might as well, like, actually explore the full extents in case there's anything down here. During camp, while taking inventory last night, Herman the Bone Hero had a little too much to drink and ended up losing a Gambeson. What? You lost a Gambeson? You've had him brought to you, and the man, swaying on his feet, still reeks of alcohol. He hiccups as he tries to explain himself, but the best he can do is collapse to the ground in a drunken heap. The man laughs and laughs, but you see nothing funny about this. Jonas the Chalky asks what you want to do with him. We've lost a Gambeson. Is that from our inventory, or is that off of somebody's back? Has he literally nicked somebody's Gambeson and, like, run off into the night with it and, like, hung it up on a tree or something? Thinking it's hilarious. Everybody makes mistakes. Latrine duty for a month. If he won't put down the drink, I'll force him to. Get the whip. Wow. No, I mean, his drinking is a bit of a problem, but I don't think we can really whip him for it. That just seems a little bit excessive. Should we just say everyone makes... It's kind of funny. It's only a Gambeson. It's not that big of a deal. Everyone makes mistakes. But if we have an incident like this again, Herman, then there will be more severe punishment. Alright? The drunkard falls onto his back, staring aimlessly at the sky. You see tears in his eyes, and he covers his face, trying to hide his shame. There is something about him and his past that you do not know. Perhaps something that led him to the drink in the first place. You can't possibly punish a man for what he cannot control. Get him out of my sight. Wow, okay. Adventures in camp there. I think we'll just double check that everyone is indeed still wearing armor and nobody's wandering around half naked. I guess it was just one of the ones that we had knocking about as a spare. No big deal. Not a big deal at all. Look, there's like a little island out here. Should we have the boys swim across to the island? It's unfortunately just a swamp, so it's probably not very nice there. And there is nothing here. We've explored and found nothing of interest, unfortunately, as another night passes. Alright, well, we're going to continue up into the north then. Look, we might be able to bypass this massive forest if we go up around the side here. I would rather not get stuck in a fight in a forest if we can. And because, of course, you know, we're on the clock here. We have somewhat limited supplies, so we're going to march through the night. There'll be no camping. No camping for the men of the Purple Scythe. We'll just march on. Look, there is actually a way around the forest. That's pretty cool. We'll head on up. We're going to skirt around this nasty, stinking bog. And I think we'll probably take this route up. Look, there is mountains there to the north of us. Well, there's mountains to the east of us as well. What is this land? Alright, let's continue. We're going to have to skirt through this bog. Just the cusp of the bog and the forest. And continue up to the north. Oh, I think we found the coast, look. Is that the coast again? It is indeed the coast again. Let's assume that that's basically where it ends, and we'll have to... Oh, we're going to have to cross the mountains. We're going to have to cross... Fortunately, it's just kind of like the edge of the mountains here. We're not going over like the high peaks. We're just trying to stick as close as we can. There's almost like a pass here, look. Almost kind of forging a pass through the wild lands of the west, searching for a route. Perhaps someday we could come back here and settle our own town or fort or something. Look, another day is passing. We've been spending quite a bit of time just exploring out here in the west. Let's continue our march north. Come on, men. We do want to get to some kind of place of interest at some point in the near future, if possible. It's good to explore all of this, though, of course, because then we know what the land lies like in this realm, in this area. Night has fallen again. That's going to limit our ability to see what's around us a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Now that day is dawned, we can see much further again. Let's continue up here where we are, because we already know what's down there. We might encounter some kind of interesting locale or another as we cross these. There's something up there. Look, footprints! We can track them. We can be like true hunters. Hopefully it'll be something interesting. Perhaps bandits lurking out here, guarding some mighty cache of treasures that they have hoarded from their various raids. As we're stealthily prowling through the forest. Oh, look, it's direwolves. It's direwolves. Should we keep following them? You know what, I'm not that interested in direwolves. The best that we can hope for from direwolves is some direwolf skins, and frankly, we have plenty of direwolf skins already. We have no need for more direwolf skins. Until we find a tailor, then we do not need them. Look, there's more direwolves up there, but we're not going to hunt them. Nobody is paying us to hunt them, and we get little value from what we get from them. What we really want is some juicy bandits. Bandits or orcs, possibly, as we have bloodied our sword on them before. Or goblins. There could be goblins out here with many goblin treasures. Another night has set in, look, limiting our vision as we press on through this dark, oppressive woodland. But fortunately, as a wizard, I can just scroll out and look at the map. Look, Fels Festi is across here to the east, Schwarzburg, Hatland, all of these places we can hopefully trade in. Schwarzburg, Stonekeep, Grimstead, a large city far up north. Traders and travelers. Yes, that we are indeed traders and travelers. So we shall make a... Oh, hold on a minute. Whilst I was hovering far above, look what we have discovered. There are bandit raiders here and Backstabber's hideout. We shall take on Backstabber's hideout because, well, A, we don't want them lurking around, and B, they could have many fine loots. Engage them. Oh, look at them. Look at their equipment. It's nothing particularly dangerous. I'm pretty sure we can take these bandits nice and easily. We will aim for the wings here. In fact, look at this bandit thug. He wields an axe similar to the legendary axe of Arnold, and therefore he is a prime target. Valdemar, you can shoot at the same target. Oh, okay. Obviously, Valdemar has decided that this bandit thug with the hood offends him more and has decided to go for him instead. Fair enough, Valdemar. It matters not, I think. Here they come. They are charging us. Let them come. Looks like the bandits are going to focus on the north end of my line here. They think that the warriors of the Purple Scythe, who do not bear shields, are going to be a soft target. They think wrong. Hans is going to take to the high ground here, giving himself even more chance of impaling all and sundry who approach. I think we can probably just move the rest of the line up to kind of like compensate for this. Look, let's just wait a moment. Let them close in as much as possible. Let them commit to this action, this terrible action, and then we can rush forward and take this piece of high ground. Radov, you might as well put your shield wall up. Erhard, you can jump forward as well. Join Radolf there and put your shield wallers up as well, creating an impenetrable wall of shielded awesomeness. Otto the Octopi, you are actually wavering now. Okay, you obviously did not achieve your role this time around, but it's fine. These are only bandits. Look at them. Look at the armor that they're wearing. I mean, there's a guy just in a vest there. Seriously, I don't think we have to worry about this too much. Take to this piece of high ground, though. You might as well. There we go. Herman the Bone Hero. It is time to be a hero, Bone Hero, so you might as well step in. Can you actually step up here and attack? You can. Look at that. Go on, knock out the bandit thug. Yes! Nice hit, though. The winged mace has struck home, dazing a target thoroughly. Ulfra, you can now unleash one of your bolts here. Doesn't really matter who, just anybody. Like 62% chance. That's the best bet, isn't it? Yeah, we'll go for that. 62% chance. Let fly, and you have destroyed his handkerchief that he wore upon his head because he liked to think of himself as some kind of pirate. But he is no pirate. Oh no. He is a mere landlubber. Erland, you might as well sort of just step forward and prepare if these guys get attacked. Hans, you were going to hold this piece of high ground, but I see now that I have not actually, you know, made that happen. So just look at that. It's like he leaped forward. It's like he just took a flying leap and like raised the pike above his head and then just plunged it down into the bandit. At least that's what I like to imagine happened. Torleaf, you can shoot at one of these guys. I guess the same guy. 50% chance. Down he goes. Excellent shot, Torleaf. And the next target, the Axe of Arnold-esque warrior. Obviously, it isn't actually the legendary Axe of Arnold. It bears no legend at all. And look, he's already routing, in fact. So clearly, it has no moralizing effect either. Kurt, you might as well just kind of come forward here. I don't suppose it really matters too much. I have a sneaking suspicion that it might even be over before you get in. Look, that bandit thought he could take you on, but he just completely failed. We have a bandit running. We also have another bandit who's decided to step in and engage. Valdemar, can you shoot, I guess, or can you shoot, like, the guy who's running away here? 34% chance. Go on, give it a go. We can take him out. Ah, not quite. Never mind. Erland of Schmor, you can just step forward and impale this bandit. Yes, he is nearly dead. Jonas the Chalky, wield the legendary Axe of Arnold. Show these bandits what a true legendary axe can do. 75% chance on the stunned one, but we'll go for the other guy, I think, because the stunned one is in range of more people. Yeah, that's probably the best bet. Strike down! Ah, yes! A good blow, a mighty blow. Let's unleash Jaws to finish him off. Ah, Jaws did not finish him off, alas. It would have been kind of awesome if he had, but it was not to be, at least not right now. I think this battle is going to be over very soon, though. Ulfra, can you just take out one of these bandit thugs? Any of them, frankly, will do. Just this guy here, then. 30% chance. Down he goes. Down he goes. And reload. Good work, Ulfra. Radolf, you're going to have to move because everybody that you could attack is now dead. Erhard, you can step down off of your piece of high ground here and shank that guy in the side. Herman the Bone Hero. Time to be a hero, Bone Hero. With a knockout blow. Alright, fine. Just bash him then. Oh well. I mean, maybe Herman's drunk. It's entirely possible. Look, Jaws has just eaten one of the bandits and is now chasing down and has eaten the other bandit, the wielder of the axe. He has fallen to the mighty jaws of Jaws, and there is but one target left, who is impaled by Erland of Schmor. A good victory, team. Hopefully we'll get some amazing loots here. What have we got? A signet ring? Well, I mean, that's okay, I suppose. Whoops, I accidentally picked it all up. But I don't think there was anything in there that was particularly amazing. 52 gold coins, I mean, that's okay. A few supplies, bits and pieces. Not exactly legendary loot, but probably worth the exercise anyway. It keeps the men in good shape and ready to blood the enemy on a moment's notice. Alright, Grimstead is where we're going to go, but I think we'll stop into Fels Festi first. So let's just make our way across, shall we? Through this last little bit of fog. And then, rather than going sort of like diagonally, yeah, we'll just go straight east to Fels Festi to cash in some loots and to see what we can find. Look, there are some bandit raiders making their way across the mountains. Are a roving band of bandit raiders likely to have better loot than the hideout did? It seems unlikely, doesn't it? Although I suppose you never know. You never know. They are a little ahead of us at the moment. We may not be able to catch them anyway. And of course, we're not being paid to do this. And oh, what's this? Look! The Burned Ruins! Oh, this could have something amazing in it. Do we dare risk the unknown garrison of the Burned Ruins? Come, men of the Purple Scythe, we attack! Destroy it! We did it! We did it! There's a wheel just going around on its own like some kind of zombie wheel. Look, I got him as well! Oh, that's just ridiculous. I apologize. I apologize for becoming far too overexcited there. But we did it!